Hi, good people. I am sure you are very good. Very good. I am sure you are. There was an earlier video that we had done. In fact, that should have been video number 1, where we talked about how parents should treat the children who have issues with the school, and what was the context? That when you how parents should engage the school. Now, in this video, this is my video number 4, the one that I've been able to produce. I did video number 1, signs of children who want to stop schooling. Then in video number 2, we were able to look at how you can respond as a mom or dad to a child who is about to stop schooling. And number 3, in video number 3, we were looking at the possible reasons. What could make a girl or a boy decide that enough is enough in terms of schooling? We went through that. And I remember in some point, in video number 3, we mentioned something about the teachers. And we said that sometimes teachers can be bullies. So I want us to ask this question in video number 4. Can teachers affect the learning atmosphere of the school? Can teachers make schooling difficult for kids and their parents? Can teachers be the reason why a certain school is doing so poorly? And I'll tell you the answer is yes. And therefore, in video number 4 and video number 5, I will be looking at causes of staff room battles. So the question I have asked has an answer. That teachers can affect the performance of the children and the school. Sometimes they can determine how the kids will love the school and vice versa. Why? Largely because of what we call staff room battles. Some years back, when we had so many school burnings, remember I said something. Those of you who you can go to my page and you'll get that reflection, where I said in some schools, the strikes are actually mooted in staff room. You're getting it? I think it should be 6 or 7 years ago. I said you can get that video inside this channel of Father CK. So that tells you there is something we can discuss. And it's good to be conscientized as parents, because we also need to know how can we help our teachers. Sometimes teachers are the problem, but we do not know what to do. Of course, I'll tell you what to do, but then for video number 4, let us look at the 12 causes of staff room battles. 12 causes of staff room battles. Number 1, social classes. Teachers have classes. And I'll give the classes in 2 categories. Category 1 are the teachers who are financially endowed. Some teachers drive to work. Others Uber themselves to work. Others do themselves to work, while others use their God-given legs to go to work, so they commute. Those classes are real. We've got the driving teachers and the walking teachers. Now, others, especially female teachers, some of them are married or kept. Please underline that, and I say that without apology. Some of them are married or kept by very wealthy spouses or very wealthy boyfriends. And therefore, for them, teaching is not anything to give them income. Teaching is just like a hobby. Somewhere they go just to make the day end productively. So for them, they are there and they don't understand why you cannot afford an iPhone. Why can't you afford an iPhone? A whole high school teacher, this thing is only costing 250,000. Allah! By the way, that is the cost of an iPhone. I guess I've even mentioned maybe on a lower side. If you are buying it together with everything, all the facilities, it could go to 300,000. And there is another teacher who is saying 300,000 for an iPhone 14. See, it's iPhone 14 Pro. 300,000. And I'm already engaging myself in buying a plot. When you are buying a plot, there is a lady teacher, a female teacher, who is talking about a phone, one phone, costing 300,000. And she has never understood why people are poor in this world. Those are called social classes. Others are married women with coming from very wealthy families. For them, they are okay. They don't understand why some teachers use some funny, some funny body sprays. Because for them, their body spray is the body spray. The others, they are doing something like a concoction of doom and jig. And then some of them will even be able to sneer, and they are saying a few things. Who was there? Oh, yeah, I can hear the smell. The smell. You might think, it is a skunk that just passed. Social classes. That is one way of social classing. The other one is in terms of what one studied. In some cases, not everywhere, but in some cases, teachers of sciences, some of them think they are more superior than the teachers of arts. Just as our children can be weird, teachers can also be weird. Number 2, poor communication. Poor communication is a major cause of staff room battles, especially among the heads of departments. Some people are just poor communicators from home. A man comes from a family where the wife has perpetually complained that he is such a poor communicator. The man who always wants the wife to read his minds, now in school, he is even worse. He never reads memos. When memos are written, they are never there. When they respond, some of these fellows can just be so bad in terms of interpersonal communication. Leadership conflicts. Leadership conflicts. Now, this is where, especially where, the deputy and the principal are fighting, or somebody was promoted to become the deputy. But there was somebody else who thought that maybe he or she was the most suited for that promotion, and they never got it. Others is the heads of a department, various head of department, science department, this department. Sometimes the placement may not be done in a very fair way. So that also can cause a lot of problems. And number 4, connected with that, is favorism. Favorism, especially in work distribution, duty distribution. You realize that some teachers are more favored than others for reasons maybe connected with what? Oh, it has not come. Maybe for reasons connected with, okay, it is on its own. But you get it, favorism, especially from the head and the deputy. Some people are favored more than the others, such that in the staff room, there are the good and the bad. Number 5, generational gaps. Now, this is even worse. We have some teachers who are now on their last phase of retirement. And we have the young ones fresh from the university, a graduate, 24 years of age, teaching physics, and has found another graduate, 40 years of teaching experience, teaching the same physics. The guy who is 24 teaching physics right from Nairobi University Chiromo campus, where he did pure mathematics and pure physics, I don't know whether there is that combination. He has even come with better ways of solving issues in physics. They are more digitally experienced, even in terms of handling work, classwork, and distribution of everything. They are more up to date. Some of these old fellows can be so entitled. So the young ones are being bullied. No, hizo mambo unaleta hapa. We have been here for 50 years. Especially if you go to a school where a teacher has been teaching in that same school for 25 years. And then you are there, you just joined the other day, you are so young in age and so young in teaching profession, but you have so good ideas of development. And then you are dealing with an old fellow who stopped thinking in terms of development 13 years ago. And then you keep on fighting. And you are in the same department because both of you are teaching physics. There is a new teacher of physics, and then there is another new Bayawaze product. It becomes so sad, so sad. And these teachers fight. The young ones feel unheard. The old ones feel unrespected or disrespected, whatever the case. But dear good people, this is real fight in the classroom, especially in terms of generational gaps. There's those who are stuck with the manual way of doing things, and there are others who are okay with the digital way of doing things. Number 6, staff room affairs. Now this is sad. This is very bad. Walimu wakianza kukatiana wenyewe kwa wenyewe. There's a female teacher who is a girlfriend of the principal. There are teachers in the same department, in geography department, English department, physics department. They are exchanging vibes. So they stop associating professionally as teachers. Now they become lovers. Now it becomes even murkier when a certain female teacher is being hunted by 4 male teachers in the same, maybe in the same department or the same staff room. Now I tell you, there, we may need the experience of Vietnam, how that war ended, because it can be very bad and it can be very shameful in some cases. Sometimes it spills over even to students, and they will know, so and so, ni kama wanakatiana. And you realize that that even causes even more strife, because it can also make the students misbehave because they are learning from the best. Number 7, unhealthy competition. Unhealthy competition in terms of schoolwork, in terms of sports, in terms of everything. In fact, sometimes even in terms of dress code. I want to wear the dress that Madam so-and-so is wearing. But you don't know, maybe she could be having a side hustle that is paying 4 times than her salary. So don't fight. Number 8, believe me, food. Food is a major cause of fight in staff rooms. Food, and I'll leave it at that, food. If you didn't know, teachers fight with issues of food. And especially where, let me put it this way, especially in cases where the administration from the board to everyone is so insensitive to the plight of teachers that teachers eat every day githeri and cabbages. The same food that was eaten by the students. I have no problem that they are eating it, but even the way the food is served and the quality, sometimes even there is no food. Sometimes there is no food. I mean, They just eat some example of food. But believe me or not, you may say that, no, that's being so petty. Teachers are human beings. Please note that. So teachers can fight with the food. And that is why you may see some of them carry their food to school because they don't trust the food given by the board and the administration for whatever reason. Number 9, gossips. Gossiping. We may ask, do teachers gossip? Gossiping is for human beings, especially those who have some petty maids. And we have got teachers who serve that definition. Number 10, jealousy. Pure jealousy. Maybe one teacher is doing very well in their performance, or maybe there are those who are driving, or they are looking so well in their station and everything else. Jealousy, remember, when educated people are consumed by jealousy, they become worse than the devil himself, especially when they decide to become intellectually and spiritually evil. It can be so bad. Number 11, laziness. Some teachers are nothing but a heap of laziness. They are in school, they never teach. Never, ever. They are never sick. Some are perpetually absent. Others are in school, but they don't go to class. And when they go to class, they go and give the notes to be written on the BB. They are doing something else. Laziness. And finally, number 12, peer pressure. Peer pressure, influencing each other, and such that now even in school we have got now groupings. We have the grouping of the old, grouping of the young, grouping of the sciences, grouping of the driving teachers, grouping of the hustlers. grouping of those groups. That is it. In video number 5, we will continue with this. The list is long, but we will do video number 5, the reason or the cause of staff room battles. Dear teachers, I bless you. Dear teachers, I do teach. When I talk about those things, I am speaking from experience. Dear teachers, I love you so much. Dear teachers, I pray for you, and I will always pray for you. Thank you.